Hey everybody, I'm going to be making a video, a really quick video, just about how to graph. I've noticed that there are some students that I'll be talking about a graph, whether it be an equation or an x-intercept or y-intercept or something like that, and I'll notice that there are students that are just confused because they are afraid to ask questions because it's something that you learn pretty early on in school, but they still don't understand it, and they're afraid to ask in front of everyone else because they don't want to seem like they're behind or anything like that. So I figured that I would just make a quick little video on how to actually understand a graph. So the first part about understanding a graph is understanding what is what. The first thing I want to point out is the axes. So there are two lines here. There's a line that goes left and right, and there's a line that goes up and down. So the left and right line, this is called the x-axis. Okay, so whenever you have a point and it has an x value, that is on the x-axis. This up and down line is called the y-axis. The way that I tell my students to remember which one is which is in a Y, there's this straight up and down line, and the X is just two diagonal lines. So Y has a straight up and down line, just like the Y axis. So that's the first thing with a graph is you have to know which one is your X, which one is your Y. So your Y is up and down, your X is left and right. Now, if you are given a point, let's say we're given the point 2 comma 1. Okay, the first thing that you look at is this 2. If you sing the alphabet, the first letter in the alphabet between X and Y is your X. Second letter is your Y. It's just like the ABCs. It goes X, Y, Z. So it goes X, Y, then nothing for Z. But you would graph it from your origin. This is called an origin. This thing right here, that little, it's like the belly button of the graph. That's the origin. If you wanted to graph this point on your graph, you would first go right 2, 1, 2, up 1, 1. That's all you have to do for a graph. You go X, boom. You go Y, boom. Your values on a graph to the right is positive and up is positive. So right and up are positive values. Down and left are negative values. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, so right and up are positive, left and down are negative. So if I had another point, what color? Just use this. All right, so let's say I have negative 1 comma 3. That means my x value is negative 1. So remember, you start at the origin, which is 0, 0. Okay, so you start at your origin. You go x value first, right? Because the x comes first. So you go negative 1, and then you go to your up 3. So 1, 2, 3, and you would have your point. In order to graph a line, all you need are 2 points. Once you have 2 points, you can connect the dots. Let's see how this goes. Womp womp, not good. All right, anyway, you can connect your 2 points, pretend like this is connected, like that. And that is your line. So once you have 2 points, you can have a graph. So hopefully that helps clarify how to graph, how to read a graph, how to understand a graph. And there will be other videos on different points of a graph. Like we'll have a video on x-intercepts, we'll have a video on y-intercepts. I just try to make these videos as brief as possible so that way you don't need more information than you need at that time. So I hope this helps and have a good day.